Hello. And hello.
Our light looks very spooky today.
It does.
It's
It looks a little
spooky.
Maybe we should turn it up to 52.
52.
I
Hi,
had it at
guys.
32 instead of. Hi guys. Hey everyone.
Look at my
let me
little
see.
angel face right here.
Let me see.
We're just gonna mess around with some stuff for just a minute. That's all.
That's better.
We're
That's actually better for both of us, I think. Where's everybody? Oh, it says 14 people are here. Comment, would you?
I think we've got the chats doing something weird. What?
May not be visible.
What?
I
So
don't know
for
why I
some
can't-
reason we can't see comments.
I don't know why we can't see your comments today, but let me tell you
Oh
something.
my
It's
God.
really fun because we just had a VIP Zoom, which we do every other week in our VIP group on Facebook, and we had to jump off to set this up. And I already had it up, so I just turned the volume up. We were listening to it while we were getting ready for the podcast, and it was so cute. Adrian said, "Okay, you have to leave it up until we send out the text that we're going live and
Oops.
see what they say. See if they stay on." Because you guys, she was gonna wait.
Look at that.
Got it right there.
Wait,
Nope.
ready?
Right there where
Where?
it says got it.
Got it.
There we go. There's the chat. It's in a different.
Right, it's in a different window.
That's weird.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Tina. Hi, Denise.
Hey.
T.
Hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey.
Hey,
y'all.
Charlie. Why
So
isn't that?
we left it up, and that looks like a. what
There's
is that
something
scary-
weird
what is
going
that
on with it.
weird little. I
I
don't know.
don't know. There's
Anyway, so
something
we
weird
left it
going on.
up, and then I sent the text, and and we were just like listening and setting up, and I sent the text, and then I heard somebody's text go through, and they're like, "Oh, they're on their podcast." Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. I was like, "How cute! How cool was that?"
Can I just say real quick? And I hate that. So there are comments popped up in another window. I wonder if I can see them if I.
Oh, I forgot
Brought it
I
up on
turned
my
the
phone.
air down.
Yeah, it's hot, girl. It's hot.
Oops.
All I have to say is
Sweating.
I love our VIPs.
That's all
so
I'm saying.
much.
That's all I'm saying.
It is literally the most amazing thrill of my life to
Get to
have
be in the
such
presence with you guys.
amazing
And yes,
humans.
we purchased
in
Zoom
our
so
life.
that we
Oh,
could
yeah.
go past 30
She was
minutes
like,
with or 40 minutes or whatever time it is that we at the beginning of COVID we purchased Zoom and we use it for all of our lives and all of our VIP stuff and that's what makes it worth the money. So everybody gets to join our future
it's the best.
Zooms if you are a VIP.
VIP Zooms are the best.
I wish I could read your comments. This sucks.
I know. I wish there's
but-
some weird little.
It's a
thing.
weird army looking dude that's like, haha, you don't get to see your chats here.
I don't understand. Welcome. It says something about welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Yes, we got that. But
Yeah.
why can't we see this?
Kelly said, "Stop what you're doing." I know.
Stop what you're doing.
I know. I almost said, come join our podcast, everyone. We're going to be talking about blah, blah, blah. And if you're a VIP, get off that Zoom and come join us. And then I was like, no,
You're so
have
bossy.
so many so many people in our texting community now. Actually, just this weekend, we got another 74.
Oh my God.
So not everybody knows what we're talking about because they're new. So Adrian's going to try to like figure
I
things out.
can't. No, I don't want to push stuff while because it says
I don't think it's a good idea.
stream webcam manage. I don't check. Try manage?
No.
No?
I wouldn't.
Not
Unless
during
you want
the-
to try to like get off and then
Okay.
go back.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah. I don't know why we can't see it.
Ah.
It's so weird. It's so different. Like it always is.
Yeah, it's a very strange. What are you doing?
Pushing buttons that I shouldn't be pushing. Okay, so guys, welcome to Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. As you can see, we are in our closet, and which still, you guys know. For those of you guys that have followed us for a while, you know how long we've been talking about cleaning out our closet, and we still haven't.
It's what, 2 years later now?
Pretty much.
2 years later.
Pretty much.
But there's a rumor that I'm going to be more helpful around.
A little bit more available
around
these
parts.
days, which is
So,
very exciting.
Who knows? I
Yeah.
may actually clean up the closet for you.
Oh yeah. We
I
shall
really
see.
don't. I
We shall
really don't
see.
like that this.
Nothing would be cleaned out. You'd be like, look at this shirt. Oh, I just want to show you guys this shirt right here. Can I reach up and get it?
Do you need some help?
No,
Which one are you
I
trying
thought I
to
was
get?
going to break a disc or something. This
Which
one.
one?
I want this one.
This
I want
one.
this one. This is like, you know, one of her favorite. Oh, do you see that? Oh, one of her favorite shirts. You see that? The holes in it everywhere? Yeah, yeah. This is a shirt that I would love to get rid of, but Adrian says, no, it's my favorite shirt. Even though it's chewed up by moths, it looks like. Still, we can't get rid of it. So if Adrian cleaned out the closet, this was what would be left. Yep. And that would be in the trash if I cleaned out the closet.
The trash.
I wouldn't even try to gift that to like Goodwill. Like it maybe to an animal shelter where they can use it as a blanket.
Value of that shirt.
Anyway, welcome, guys.
Hey,
we have
y'all.
a really good subject to talk about today, and it is a powerful subject. It is
powerful. Might be an upsell.
It is a powerful is not the word I was looking for. I can't think of my words, but it's emotionally driven subject for many.
Is.
There you go. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're
Let's
really
get
hoping
started.
we tried to test this microphone. It's just it's
not being our friend.
Not
Why
being
aren't you our friend?
It's not being our friend.
I don't think that was helpful.
So
It wasn't helpful.
yeah, probably not. So as I stroke the mic,
Maybe that will help.
maybe
Soft and gentle touches. That's what always heals the world. Soft and gentle
we're gonna
touches.
try to turn it sideways and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we're gonna pull the which is why we need to get started, because we gotta pull the audio.
All
from
business,
YouTube,
this one.
because YouTube is hopefully
Well,
working.
At the very least, we get the little beep, beep, beep from this to know when to pull on that.
Oh, true, smart.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Do you know what
Cat's
number it
going
is?
outside the box. I do. Welcome to episode number 0078 of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Today's subject is a very exciting one. And by exciting, I mean not exciting to anyone who has a cat that goes
But
outside
very
the box.
important.
But it's a very important topic. Cats eliminated outside the box, like the number one reason why they're brought back to shelters, and therefore the number one reason why cats are euthanized. So it's a very important subject. Now, the reason, do you want to give like a little bit of the...
I'm going to give a short recap, and I'm going to try not to be too emotional about it. But as you guys know, lots of people meet us out in the world. They have no idea just how crazy about cats these two crazy cat ladies are. And they think it's funny to share little funny stories about something with their cat. And it turns out that to me, in my world, it is not funny at all. So someone very new, a human that I think is actually a very good human, said, oh, I've got a cat, and you know what? It pees on my bathroom rug. She pees on my bathroom rug all the time. And I finally caught her once, and I grabbed her while she was doing it, and I threw her, and she went "Rear!" the whole time she was in the air and laughed. And let me just say, like, my blood pressure went up, like, I don't know, 73 points. And I was trying to figure out the best way to kind of approach a compassionate reply to that. And
then
it
the
turned
subject
out,
was changed.
Right. It turned out that other things, it was obviously at a workplace, and there were things that interrupted that. But it inspired me to talk about the fact. And what was said was that my cat is being an asshole, and she knows she's being an asshole.
She knows
and
what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing, and I happened to catch her, and I grabbed her by the scruff, and I threw her while she was peeing. And it's like,
not only did that accomplish nothing, but you just got pissed all over your floor instead of just on your rug. Good for you. Good for you.
It really, really disturbed me, and it disturbed me because it breaks my heart for the fact that still, and this is one of the biggest questions we get all the time, we get, why is my cat doing this? I think she's just being a bitch. I think my cat is trying to get back at me for something. It's why
revenge peeing, right?
It's why people call it revenge peeing. It's like, oh, well, I just got back from a trip and my cat just peed all over my suitcase.
Or pooped.
So they were mad at me for leaving. And it's like, Dr. Marcy Koski does such a great job of helping us to better understand that please do not project our dysfunctional human emotions on our cats. Their emotional skill set is far more pure than we have. They have fear and they have love. And there are very easy ways to help distinguish what is motivating certain behaviors. With this particular situation, yes, it's very inconvenient for us humans, but it's also probably our fault that it's happening. So if we can please take a moment to realize that this is probably something that's happening because our cats are not feeling completely secure in a certain situation, or maybe they're feeling scared in a certain situation. They're not being assholes. They do not respond like us very imperfect, irritating, obnoxious, belligerent humans. They don't. It's just not in their emotional skill set to do that. So the faster that we cat parents can recognize that cats are not assholes, we are, the faster we'll be able to resolve these issues. So I do think
Right. I mean, I think that like it's very important that we look at it from our cat's perspective, or let's just attack the whole like, why are you doing this? Not like, I'm just going to make it up in my head that you're doing this on purpose. You're doing this because I left. You're doing this because I go to work. You're doing this because you don't like my bathroom rug, which I got probably 15 texts from about today on the bathroom rug thing. So we've got tips, guys. We've got tips galore. And there are so many different things. But the first step is to understand that our cats are not being an asshole. Like our cats are literally, they eliminate on outside of that box. If this is a behavioral issue, obviously, number one, we've said it a million times. Obviously, number one, if this suddenly starts happening, we have to get our cats to the vet, or it just happens at all. Get your cat to the vet.
Pooping,
make sure
if there's a sudden change in where your cat is peeing or pooping, number one, you've got to go to the vet.
Yeah,
you just have to.
You have to get them checked out.
Make sure there's an underlying health issue, because
this is a common way for cats to tell us as humans, they're humans, that they don't feel well, that there's something wrong. So obviously, health aside, once we know that if this is a behavioral issue, we want to approach the issue at its root, right? And then we want to help our cats feel more comfortable, because the reason that they're doing this out of a behavioral issue is to make themselves feel more comfortable. Cats, again, have 200 million scent sensors in their nose. That means that they have a massive smeller, right? They can smell everything.
We
all of
this
is
40 million.
And their scent is so strong that the smells, their smellers are so strong that they use this to judge to for so many different aspects of their instinctive behavior.
It's why they mark us. It's why they give us little love rubbins. They're marking us.
Right.
Their scent is so important. And when they start peeing, especially in places, as Dr. Marcy Koski said, and God bless her for helping us all be more compassionate. FelineBehaviorSolutions.com. Being more compassionate about this issue, because it is so irritating, and we want to be angry about it when our new pair of shoes just got pissed on, or when we're getting together a guest room for somebody and we leave the door open and someone goes in there and like, oh, this is a nice place to pee because everything's different in here. They're not being assholes. To approach this more compassionately, and I know I'm being feisty about it right now, but really it's so exciting. This is such a big issue, and it's so exciting to realize, oh, this is one to really bang home for a hot minute. Yeah. Because a cat's scent is so important. And when they start doing this, it makes it so much easier to be compassionate when we recognize that their scent brings them comfort.
Right.
So that helps us all all of us imperfect humans take a step back and say, well, why? Why are they not comfortable?
Yeah, absolutely. And there are so many things that we can do. I just got an idea. Hold on. For the comments.
Oh my goodness. Yep, you're brilliant.
I know.
Hold on, you guys. We're trying to figure out how we can see comments. I'm not sure it's going to work out. We're trying to make two separate windows for those of you on the podcast watching. And
it's not a PC. That Mac doesn't allow you to do that.
This is how you do it.
Boom.
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 Yeah.
This is how you do it, baby.
Okay.
Okay. We figured it out.
I think we did. Now we can
but
see.
we are very, very small, but we can at least see that we're still in the camera. So that's good.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
So
sorry,
let's talk
random
about some of the
thoughts. So
solutions.
Yeah. So
And let's preface this very, very clearly by saying, if your cat has started peeing in places
or
that you-
pooping.
or peeing or pooping outside the litter box, suddenly it's time to go get a wellness exam, a blood panel.
We just
Make
said
sure
that.
we don't. I'm prefacing it one more time just because everything that follows past this is if your cat has a clean bill of health and this is a behavioral issue, these are some tips. How about that?
Oh, is that my cue to start talking?
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying. I just want to be very emphatic
absolutely.
about that.
If this is a behavioral issue, these are some tips. First of all, we want to check the litter box, right? So we've done so many cat tips. We've done a podcast. We've done everything when it comes to litter box basics. There are litter box basics. We want to make sure that the litter boxes are the right size. The majority of boxes, in my shopping experience, 100% of the boxes that you get at the pet store called litter boxes are not big enough for cats. We use storage bins instead. 30-gallon storage bins. They're much cheaper. You get them at the hardware store or Walmart. You cut open a door. You do whatever. It's so much more convenient for our cats, and size appropriate for our cats. Also, we want to make sure that the litter that we're using is something that they enjoy. There's many types of litter that cats will just be intolerant of because they don't like it. It does not, a scented litter is not great for cats. Dusty litter is when they're trying to cover their stuff and they're getting all of this dust in their noses. It causes allergies. It causes asthma. It causes respiratory issues. All of these things, we want to make sure that we have the right litter for our cats.
Can I preface this too by saying that a lot of times people will be like, well, listen, he's only had one litter box his whole life. And listen, I've used this litter his entire life. And now all of a sudden, totally healthy, but now all of a sudden it's not good enough. That is something that Dr. Marcy Kozik said as well, is that a lot of times, especially with new cats, are like, oh, well, this situation will work. But then they become intolerant of something that is not tolerable. So that means a clean litter box, scooping on a regular basis, having one, like Jay said, that's big enough, using those 33-gallon storage bins. And finding a litter, switch it up. Find a litter that's not just for us. A lot of people are like, I'm using the whatever fragrance with Febreze in it because the litter box stinks.
Do not use that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Do not use Febreze litter.
Think about
that
it.
Is not for your cats. That is for you. And the amount of chemicals in that is going to be detrimental to your cat's health over time.
Absorbed through their paws.
I promise.
Ingested. It's inhaled. It's all that.
Yes. So where the litter box is placed, this is also very important. A lot of times we want to put the litter box somewhere that's way out of sight that nobody can see, that our cats have to maybe climb downstairs or climb upstairs to get to. This is not always appropriate depending on the cats. We want to make sure that we, have them in a low traffic area, but somewhere where they can also easily get to. So that goes back to how many boxes we have. We always want to have at least one more box than you have cats. So if you have 4 cats, you want 5 litter boxes at least. And then you want to place them around the house in those areas where they are easily accessible, right? Not just all upstairs, not all downstairs. We want to put them in different areas around the house. Obviously, if we're living in a small area, we have to get creative, right? So if we have a very small apartment, maybe we have, a shelving unit where there's one here and one there, and then we have a place in your bathroom for another one, or, somewhere. I mean, get creative. So the litter box issues specifically, just to the litter box, they go on. You guys can always message us. You can text us, and we can give you more information on all the different tips we have for litter boxes. Specifically, we've done podcasts. It's everywhere. But then sometimes you've gone through all those steps, and we have, and yet the problem continues, such as peeing on the bathroom or the shower mat, right? Or the bath mat. This was something that I don't know, still to this day, I don't know exactly why the shower mat is so popular for some cats.
Do you know my working up hypothesis to that?
What?
My hypothesis is that because that's our guest bathroom and we've got various people, you know how pheromones are very concentrated on the feet.
Mm-hmm.
My working hypothesis is that even though we wash the mats, cats have 200 million sensors, they still smell the new people. So like all of a sudden, they're fine when there's company here.
No, but
right?
our mat in our room. In our bathroom.
In our bathroom.
Right.
I'm thinking about the guest mat though.
Well, that one, well, he always sprays the shower. I know exactly why that happens. If this happens in a room that you don't allow your cats for the most part, like our guest bathroom or our guest bedroom even, we try to keep that clean and keep that closed when we don't have company, so that those are rooms, one, that I just don't have to clean when we have company coming over. But actually that's the only reason. But two, we don't use it, right? So those are just like off limits for the cats, if, for the most part, until we have company over. And then if they leave the door open, Twister will always go into the guest bath and he will spray the shower curtain and the mat.
And the mat. Yeah.
But I know exactly why that's happening. That's
Why?
happening because he's not allowed in there. He smells exactly what, like you said, he smells other people,
New people,
and he needs to mark it. It makes him feel, all the
Makes
time,
them
no
feel
matter what it
comfortable.
is, it's making them feel comfortable by putting their scent on it, right? No matter where it is, no matter what it is, it's making them feel more comfortable. I get that. When it comes to our mats, I don't know why. Pooh Bear would, and he's done this a few times throughout the years, where it's like, okay, we wash the mat, we bring it back, he goes and pees on it again. It's like he has to mark it. What we did, here's your tip. What we did was we actually got a new mat this time, but before, as soon as we put it down, we did the scent swapping. Scent swapping is a way for you to help your cat get their pheromones, their scent onto a new piece of furniture, a new rug, a new anything, a new person, even like a way. If your cat is maybe high anxiety, or your cat is more prone to marking when there's some kind of change in the home or a new thing in the home, scent swapping is a great
too.
All you got to do is take a clean sock, put it over your hand, rub down your cat's face, their whiskers, their head. That's where all their friendly pheromones are.
Body down.
And go over to the new thing and rub it down. You won't smell a thing. If you smell the sock, you won't smell a thing. But they do, because they have, again, 200 million scent sensors in their nose. They smell that. And what we did was, for Pooh Bear, we rubbed him down and then we rubbed it on the rug, and it hasn't happened again. Knock on wood.
Because he smells his happy pheromones, his friendly.
Yeah.
Because when he's getting some love-ins, it's not, there's no stress pheromones going on. It's not an anxiety kind of situation.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, we're getting some love.
Yep.
Okay. And Pooh Bear is very selective about his love, but it's his friendly pheromones. And then when he goes to this place it's how we saved that love seat once, that we went through a little bit of furniture because we would bring in new furniture from Facebook Marketplace full of someone else's scents, and he would go right up to it and spray the hell out of it.
Yep.
So we did the scent swapping with that, and we watched him. We rubbed him down, then we rubbed all around the furniture, on the whatever. He comes up to it, he smells it, walks around it once, smells it, jumps up on it, smells it,
and lays down
and takes a nap. That's the power of scent swapping. And that's why we don't have any more pee on this rug, which I am curious to know why.
But it's because it makes them feel more comfortable. I don't know if maybe it's the feet, because we're usually with shoes everywhere else, but when we're getting into the shower, we don't have shoes on, and so maybe it's the sense that
there
come
will
from our
always
feet.
be a mystery.
It makes him want to merge those smells with his smells with ours. I don't know, but I mean but obviously he does want to merge his smells with ours, and that's why your cats are doing this as well. Sometimes it's an anxiety issue. So many text messages that I went through, guys, we spent like 5 hours on text messages today because we took yesterday off. But many people were saying that there was a new dog or a new cat in the house, and all of a sudden the other cat started spraying in different areas or peeing on in one specific place or in many different places.
And it's important to note too, especially for our cats, even a small change in a cat's routine can cause severe anxiety. Obviously, it depends on the cat, but we've seen this happen with our cats, whether it is a new piece of furniture, whether it's company coming over, whether it's us having to take a trip, whether it is introducing new family members into the home. It is very important to recognize, be very cognizant about how our existing family is dealing with new additions, how everyone is handling a change in their routine. Obviously, when we have company over, our routine changes, so their routine changes, and that can cause them a lot of stress. They're used to things happening at a certain time, and if you think they don't know how to tell time, everyone
You're
here
wrong.
knows. Everyone here knows they know how to tell time. So when things aren't happening as normal, it makes them feel
more anxious. Yes, and less confident. And so in these specific situations, when there's a new addition and now all of a sudden my cat is peeing everywhere, again, it's because it's making them feel more comfortable to mark their territory, to put their smell around and say, hey, this is still my house. This is still my house. It's not just yours, it's mine too. Like I want you to know, I want everyone to know that this is my house, because it makes me feel like this is my house, and I'm feeling threatened by
scared.
Yeah, it's all fear or love, right? And the fear, I mean, that goes for us too, really. But it's all fear or love, and the fear factor here is that I need to feel more comfortable by letting everyone know that this is my home. And so in those cases, there are different things that we can do. Sometimes we did it wrong by introducing the cats into the new animal even into the home. We don't just throw animals together. I know that's worked in the past. I know it would, but that is not
a lot of people swear by it
way to introduce new animals into the home. So maybe we need to take some steps back and reintroduce them. Maybe, and a lot of times, what our existing cat or the cat that is spraying, what they really need are the confidence building sessions.
Yes.
You know, they just need to know from their human that they are important, that they are still loved, that they are more important in their mind. They need to think that they are more important than the others. And so that's why confidence building sessions are so important.
Confidence building sessions go way deeper than that, though. While confidence building sessions are a great way to make sure that we're keeping a bond with a cat. And a confidence building session, real quick summary, is taking your cat in a room by yourself and himself or herself, closing the door, and spending 20 to 30 minutes in very intentional, engaged play. And this is best done, as Dr. Marcy Koski shared, with a wand toy, ideally one that has a very low profile stick and a very low profile string. And the reason that this goes deeper than even just building that bond and letting them know that, hey, we're not ignoring you right now. Hey, all this exciting stuff is not more important than you. Hey, we're still seeing you, is that it lets our cats, who are, as Dr. Koski says, little predatory beasties, their wild instincts are far more intact than our companion canines or a lot of companion animals. They are far more recently domesticated than
they're not
dogs.
Domesticated.
Right.
They're not fully domesticated.
So when we take a cat into our home, oh my good God, I wish you guys could see Madison's face right now. When we take these little predatory beasties into our four walls, it's very important that we look at their world from their perspective. And that's why it is important to enrich their environment with vertical space, making sure that we look at their lanes of traffic from their perspective. Are they able to go through a hallway without feeling threatened? Are they able to get around other people? Being able to perch and be high is very comforting for them. And cats are hunters. So this confidence building session is really an incredible way to help our cats re-engage with their feline instincts. It takes them through the entire prey sequence. And the reason that, a lot of people say, or Dr. Koski was saying, they're like, well, I played with the wand toy for 5 minutes, they got bored with it. Understanding the prey sequence makes this a far more powerful experience, because the prey sequence is where a cat, we've all seen them bird watching, right? They love to stare. They love to stalk. Then they'll do the little creeping up thing, wiggle their little butts. Then they do the pouncing, the catching, the chasing, the catching, and then they'll perform like a kill bite. What we all know about cats is that they're really cruel to their prey. They'll play with a mouse, literally play with a mouse. Or a bird. In a very inappropriate way for an extraordinary amount of time. So Dr. Koski shares, though, their instincts, not their fault. Let's understand how to better engage those instincts. So when we take them through the prey sequence, spending 20 or 30 minutes, yes, they may play with that wand toy, and then they're going to go back to the staring part. They're going to catch it, they're going to chase it, then they'll go back to and they expect that prey, that lure on the wand toy will change its behavior some, because this is the prey sequence. That's why it's so important. So not only does it bring a cat through the prey sequence, it re-engages their feline instincts, and it is a remarkable experience. This helps with cats that have inner aggression. This helps with cats that are marking in places they shouldn't be marking. This helps with cats that are very scared in general, just high anxiety. It lets them know that they are still cats. And it makes an incredible change. So confidence building sessions literally rebuilds their confidence into who they are, what they are, created to be. So,
and helps
it's huge.
reduce the risk of them trying to or feeling the need to mark their territory around the house to let everybody know, because then once they have their confidence back, once they feel comfortable, then they don't have the need to mark everything.
Right.
So,
or be aggressive, which is really being defensive.
Yeah.
An aggressive cat is a scared cat. So we've seen that make a huge difference for aggressive cats.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a big game changer.
So, and then there's always, if you've gone through everything, you've done everything. And I truly believe that if you do all of those steps, you will have results, especially if you do it with the calmness and the confidence yourself. However, and compassion yourself. However, if you're still dealing with that, there are feline behaviors like Dr. Marcy Koski that are amazing and that can take your specific situation and walk you through different steps and different things to figure out what it is that's actually triggering this behavior. And there's no reason to be mad at your cat for this, and there's no reason to punish your cat for this because it won't do anything. It won't make it better. And there's no reason to bring your cat back to the shelter for eliminating outside the box.
Above all, please try to
do not surrender.
Please try. I mean, I understand that we can't know every circumstance, and we're not going to be Judgy Juddersons on this.
Oh, no.
However, it's so important. I think we know when you welcome a new family member into the family, it's going to be a mixed bag of beans. But once they're here, they're family. And
Mixed bag of beans.
Mixed bag of beans.
That's what you said. Where'd that come from?
I have no idea.
Tennessee?
Probably a Huckleberry fan.
Mixed bag of beans.
Oh, Tom Sawyer thrown in. I have no idea. But it's so important that as we would with another human, that we work through these things. We can't just abandon these beings because they're doing something we don't appreciate. Right. It's so powerful to understand that there are things that we can do to help, and there are things that we can do to make their life more comfortable, more secure, more enriching, more healthy in all those ways, and it will enrich our lives as well.
But first and foremost,
don't throw your cat.
Don't throw your cat. Your cat's not being an asshole. Your cat is not being an asshole. I promise. No. So that's going to wrap up this episode of 0078 Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
I know we're preaching to the choir on this one. I've seen a couple of the comments come in that since we've been able to see. I love the creative compassion that so many of you guys have when you deal with this issue. Yeah. I just think it's a beautiful thing. So I know we're preaching to the choir, but I do feel like it's such an important topic.
For those that are listening who may not know, the reason that we're shouting this far and wide right now with cat tips and blogs, and we're doing all this stuff and things to really talk about this, is because we want all the platforms that we have. We want everyone to know that this is not your cat being an asshole. This is something that is fixable, and it is something that we need to better understand from our cat's perspective.
Be more compassionate
about when we understand it from our cat's
perspective. Don't get mad.
Don't get mad. That's rude.
That is
rude. I will cut you.
I mean, it would be rude if it was a person that was like, I'm just going to go and pee on your bed real quick. That's rude. A human has the cognitive ability to realize that that's not where you pee.
Right.
It's not.
That's why we have to understand it from a cat's perspective.
Thank you.
Not a human's perspective.
All right.
Yes, because we would call a human rude, just like many people call their cats rude and think that they're doing it out of revenge. But no, it's not. A cat is not a human. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining this episode. Do leave us comments, subscribe, and join us on our other platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
All the stuff
Instagram,
in places and things.
All the stuff in places and things. And shoot us a text if you guys have questions. We love you so much. Thank you for joining this episode.
Thanks for hanging out. Go love your babies. Good night, y'all.